Do you believe one of the biggest differences, Ambassador Rajiv Dogra, is that the previous disposition was pandering to the wrong side? The current disposition is batting for the larger group of people and it's standing up. So yes, there may be law and order issues, there may be efforts to disrupt, but the countermeasures coming in, kicking in, and the counter ops are swift and fast. Is that giving people a certain level of confidence now compared to what the scenario was in the 80s and the 90s? Do you think that's the biggest difference?
Well, let me not comment on previous administration. You see, the circumstances make a lot of difference also. 80s and onwards, we were under a series of attacks from Pakistan, and it was very difficult just to get by on a day-to-day basis in Kashmir, earlier in Punjab also. So that phase now is over. As I said, there is a punctuation mark. One doesn't know what might happen despite Pakistan's internal difficulties. Perhaps because of their internal difficulties, they may want to distract people's attention and increase the activities abroad, in this case in India. So let's keep our fingers crossed. But I would heartily agree with you that the present administration has taken a series of bold measures and stuck by them. But they have not taken rash decisions. That's the big difference. They have assessed the situation on the ground, and step by step they have increased facilities for the people. And I'll also stress again that it's equally the responsibility of the civil society, the people of Kashmir, that they must also come forward and say that yes, we welcome these steps and we will act as a barrier against future attacks of terrorists. Because unless there's support from the people, terror cannot thrive in any society. That's been the evidence all over the world. So they bear a responsibility in equal measure, if not in greater measure. And it is in their own interest. If films are shot there, they get employment. If tourists come there, they get employment. Their economy thrives. So theatre opening is just one instance of a new society being born, a new way of life being born in Kashmir. As I said, Iran and Afghanistan should serve as an example for them, where women have come out in large numbers and told the government that do whatever you want, we want our freedom. Why can't Kashmiri women and men also say that we want freedom from terror?
Well, they should they should say that very soon. But Ashok Pandit, will the politics matter? Do these politicians and netas matter now, or it's gone beyond them now already? There are some who have a problem with Raghupati Raghava Rajaram. There are others who will say कि आप यहाँ पर अपना एजेंडा चला रहे हैं, यहाँ के कल्चर को चेंज कर रहे हैं. There are also those. So should you discount all of that? Does that not matter anymore?
Anand, I'll tell you very honestly, those people have become redundant in Kashmir. They are exposed, with the kind of politics they played, and they saw to it that Kashmir always remains backward, and they keep on making money. They were into business of terrorism. They minted money because of terrorism. They become millionaires because of terrorism. So they're slowly getting, especially whatever the new programs which have come up, you see the kind of rush people come in to apply or to be a part of that new journey which they want to start, whether the youth, youngsters, college students, everybody comes forward. The grounds are always full. So there is a positivity definitely there. So the only thing is that you have to really take up those positivity and channelize them to the right thing. What I want to tell you, Anand, is that we here in Mumbai, suppose I had an organization called the Directors Association. So when I met LG Saab, I told him that we are ready to, what we are trying to do in Kashmir now is, we are ready to organize huge master classes in Kashmir and in Jammu, where directors will go and have master classes, where they will talk to the film lovers there, cinema goers there, and they will be a kind of, they'll share their experiences there. We have this in Mumbai and other places of the country. We do that with all top directors, technicians. We'll have master classes of Mukesh Chabra there, where we can have a, casting, this thing, actors workshop. So there are a lot of things. We can take musicians there, we can take composers there, we can take singers there. So the entire positivity in the valley as far as art is concerned, as the culture is concerned, vis-a-vis cinema is concerned, the industry, the film industry and the television industry is all set to do whatever the government wants us to do. So, this is a very positive thing. The way industry has always been very positive towards, giving in things to the people or to the film lovers and cinema lovers.
I have only one request, since you have considerable sphere of influence, Ashok ji, that सिर्फ कश्मीर नहीं, कश्मीर is very beautiful. जम्मू में भी थोड़ी शूटिंग वूटिंग करवाई है. जम्मू में बहुत सारी वैसी वादियां हैं which have not been shown. People need to go and see that. So don't ignore Jammu. Jammu is a larger tract and they're just absolutely phenomenally beautiful. We need to take film crews there so that there is more infrastructure that's built.
No, Anand, I'm talking about entire Jammu and Kashmir. I'm not talking only about Kashmir. I'm talking about Jammu. I said Jammu, I said Jakti Camp, I said Jammu and Kashmir both.
No, not just taking coaching and tuition sessions and all of that in terms of orientation sessions to teach them. That you mentioned Jammu. No, but I'm just saying, in terms of shooting locations, you should pick Jammu more. That's what I'm saying.
Anand, you'll be surprised to know that the industry has been shooting more in Jammu. Duri was shot in Bhadarwah. So Bhadarwah, Rajouri, Punch, we all are aware of these locations. We are not restricted to Pahalgam and Gulmarg only. We are talking about interiors of Jammu, interiors of Kashmir, the border areas. They are much beautiful than those known places of Kashmir.
Correct.
We are going to touch base there. Bhadarwah is a place where if you go into the interiors of Bhadarwah and Rajouri and Punch and all that, you will not believe that such places exist on the land of ours. They're so beautiful.
No, absolutely. And as a Kashmiri, आप नहीं बोलोगे तो और कौन बोलेगा? So you know Jammu and Kashmir better than a lot of other people who are making movies. So you have to. So the onus rests on you. That's why I'm saying, Ashok ji, the General Dhillon is allowing himself a little bit of a chuckle there. General Saab, you wanted to add something?
No, I just wanted to add, yes, Jammu and Kashmir and including Leh and Ladakh. They are and Arunachal Pradesh and northeast of our country, which has not been seen by most of us Indians also. Having served in these areas in the interiors, as Mr. Ashok just now said, these places are beautiful. They are much more beautiful than any place on this earth. So film industry must exploit these places, and the time is now ripe. And I must tell you one thing, the turning point, the tipping point of peace returning happened on 5th of August 2019. And what we are discussing today is the harvest we are reaping from that one particular decision of that particular day.
So, अभी फसल पूरी नहीं है sir, अभी तो बस just first signs है. There is a lot more that needs to be harvested. Let's say that. Finally Dogra ji is also smiling. My team was saying Ambassador Rajiv Dogra को सुनाई नहीं दे रहा, वो react नहीं कर रहे हैं, उनके चेहरे पे मुस्कान नहीं दिख रही. मैंने बोला अभी हंसेंगे, देखिए आप देखिए हंसे. Ambassador साहब एक बात बताइए. I want to ask you, is this true that there was a very famous actress who landed in Srinagar and from the airport dialed the chief minister and said, "Come pick me up, I'm in your city." And the chief minister, a former chief minister, got onto a bike and picked up the heroine and they both vanished into the valleys. ये कहानी आपने सुनी है?
You television walas invent a lot of stories. Some of them may be true, but some of them
that's the diplomat's answer.
May have a little spice.
So you think?
I hope the person you are referring to or the persons you are referring to are also listening and smiling because it did happen.
It did happen. See, that's what I wanted to get out of, the two people who would have been around at that time, actively serving and perhaps knowing the facts around. क्योंकि फिर आप लोग दोनों कहेंगे कि आप आधे से ज़्यादा तो उस वक्त पैदा भी नहीं हुए थे. So